Hey, good Tuesday afternoon. Hey, I have a video I want to do with you guys today. Not a long video at all, but I think it's a good and it's an important topic. It's do VA benefits last a lifetime? Um, I think this is a topic that every veteran needs to know. That's service connected, and sometimes we don't know have all the details. So hopefully after this video you have a better understanding of your benefits. So the first um, topic is disability compensation. So if you're rated with a permanent and total or P&T disability, your benefits will last for life. Now, other than for some reason, and we've heard all the horror stories of veterans getting to this 100% P&T and then they go back and file another claim as if you're going to make more money, as if your benefits compensation is going to increase. Well, if you do something like that, you just open your case up to getting possibly reduced. You could possibly get an increase in something like maybe special monthly compensation, or you could possibly get reduced all the way. So before you do that, try to do a little research and have a little bit more knowledge about whether you should file for an increase, especially when you're at 100%. I'm not going to tell nobody not to do it, but make sure that you know if it's worth doing. Okay, because that's the worst thing you can do is lose your benefits because you didn't educate yourself enough on it. So if your rating is not permanent, the VA can reevaluate you, and your benefits could increase, they could decrease, or end depending on your condition. There's some uh, benefits. I'm sorry. There's some situations where there's cancer involved, and you're not P&T, and you're at 100%. And then if that cancer go into remission and they reevaluate you, they can most definitely reduce you or possibly get rid of the benefits altogether. So that's another thing that you just have to be aware of as a veteran. Number two is health care. If you're service connected or meet certain criteria, such as like low income, special eligibility like Purple Heart, being a Purple Heart recipient, and VA health care can continue for life. So in that case, yes. Educational benefits. These are generally time limited, like 15 years after discharge for older versions, and no time limit if discharged after January 1st, 2013. So, and transferable to dependents under certain circumstances. So, not all circumstances, but there are some circumstances where it's transferable to your dependents. Number four is VA pension. For low income wartime veterans, this continues as long as eligibility is maintained. So if your income doesn't spike up for some reason and you keep that low income status, then you can definitely have a lifetime benefit. So yeah, that's possible also. Okay. Number six is burial benefits. These include a burial in a VA cemetery and headstones, markers available for life. We know it's used after death. So yeah, that's important too. Some veterans I wasn't aware of having for a long time being able to be buried at a VA cemetery. So yeah, you really want to stay on top of this because you don't want to end up losing benefits, because there's a lot that goes into these benefits and it's quite more. We don't cover everything, but it's just so much that can go wrong by not being educated on your benefits. And number seven, the last one, dependents and survivor benefits. like dependency and indemnity compensation, or they call it DIC, for survivors can last a lifetime, assuming continued eligibility. So, and your dependents and survivors, you want to make sure as a veteran, as a disabled veteran or service-connected veteran, you want to make sure that your dependents are knowledgeable, somewhat knowledgeable how this stuff works, these benefits work, and your survivor, your spouse, they kind of need to know a little bit. If they don't know a lot, you got to have like a folder where they can go to with phone numbers where they can easily start the process in the event something happens to the veteran. So, like I said, it's not a long topic today, but it's an important topic, and it's just something that we want to stay on top of. I want to go back to disability compensation for 1 second. We talked about SMC, special monthly compensation. You know, there's different levels of special monthly compensation where it may be possible that it's more beneficial to file an increase, but in a lot of cases it opens you up to a lot of things that can go wrong. So just think about, before you do that, is this worth it to open my entire disability up for a possible increase or decrease? So I always want to, you can't touch on that enough, because I saw a story just last week about a veteran filed an increase when he was at 100% P&T, and he got reduced big time. So that's all I got for you guys today. You see a veteran, help a veteran, like, comment, share, so we can get the word out to more veterans. That's all I got for you guys today. I'm out.